Hi everyone, Rhea here. So today I want to share with you guys how I am saving $1,400 every single month. So first off, you may be thinking 1,400. That is kind of random, right? 1,500, okay, makes sense, but why 14? Well, the reason why I'm saving $1,400 a month and not more than that is because that is what I can actually afford to save every month. And when I say afford to save, I basically mean that after my bills, my living expenses, gas, groceries, and even a little fun spending, after all of that is taken care of, money is allocated towards it, I should be able to save $1,400 after that, right? So I'm not saving more than I'm bargaining for. No, I'm saving exactly what I should be saving based on my numbers. Okay. So I think it's important to understand what you can reasonably afford to save, because if you don't, you could wind up putting more into savings than you should, and then you just have to take it right back out. So you're not really making progress with your savings goals. So definitely make sure your income is allocated to everything it needs to be allocated to, plus a little something for yourself, and then see what's left over. And that is what you should be saving. So for me, that's $1,400. So I also, want to kind of break down where that $1,400 goes, because it's not like a $1,400 goes into one account and boom, done. No. If you're in the City Girl Savings Facebook group, then you know my goal for 2019 is to save $12,000 for my emergency fund. I moved into a condo last September and my expenses went up. So my emergency fund amount changed. So I'm saving for that first and foremost. And saving for that goal, I'm putting $1,100 a month into my Synchrony high yield savings account. So $1,100 a month going towards my $12,000 emergency fund goal. What about the other 300? So if I'm saving 1,400 total, 1,100 is going to my Synchrony account. That means there should be 300 left, and there is. So it's broken out between a variety of different accounts. And I'm going to kind of walk you through that just so you can see what my situation is and, give you some ideas if you need to do something a little different for your situation. So 100 of that remaining 300 is spread out between two different Wells Fargo accounts. And really the reason for that is because I have to have a transfer going into those accounts every month to keep them open without a fee. So I already have my goal amount in both of those accounts, which is what they were created for. That goal has been achieved. But since I do have to have a transfer set up, $100 going into both of those accounts. So it's 75 for one, 25 for the other. I'm taking care of there. Those accounts just grow. And if it gets to a number that's significantly higher than what I need in the account, I just transfer it out. The next 100 is going into my American Express high yield online savings account, which is being used for my new car whenever I get it. So I'm hoping I won't need a new car until next year, if not a little longer. So slowly putting money in there while I can. And then lastly, my last $100 is going to two different Betterment accounts. So I have a Betterment investment account where I plan to leverage it long term. I will not touch it. And ultimately, it's my Build Wealth account. So I'm fully invested, 90% stocks, $50 a month goes in there, and I'm not touching it. The other Betterment account is for my second home in Palm Springs. So long-term goal, not as long as my Build Wealth goal, but long-term goal. So I have some money going in there as well every month. And if you think about the amounts that I'm putting in to save for a new car, building wealth, Palm Springs home, the amounts are not that significant, right? I mean, obviously, if I want to reach my goal for all of those accounts, I'm going to need to save more. But my priority right now is saving that $12,000 for an emergency fund. So, I think there's a lesson to be learned here. And basically, if you spread yourself too thin with your savings and you just save everything evenly, it's going to take you a lot longer to hit all of your goals, right? So instead, focus all of your energy on the most important goal, which for me is the emergency fund, and that's where most of my savings is going. But still keep a little extra going in the other goal accounts because they will become priority at some point in time. And, the bigger jump you can give yourself before they become a priority is the best way to go. So that's really a breakdown of how I'm saving $1,400 a month. But let's get to the how. How am I doing it? And, first and foremost, I am saving that much every month because I do not have debt. And I've had debt in the past, so I know how icky it can be. Debt can feel like it's pretty much breathing down your neck, and all of your extra money just seems to be sucked up into it. So I highly recommend if you have debt, get out of it. Credit card debt, especially, or any high interest bearing debt, do your best to get out of it as soon as possible. That should be your number one goal before any type of savings. So I guess I should say before any type of long-term savings or big savings goals, I think you should have 1,000 saved before you really dive into your debt payment. So I just want to clarify that. But another way that I'm able to save $1,400 a month is because I'm only giving myself $200 a month to spend on myself. So if I want to go out to eat, go to the movies, buy something, get my eyebrows done, whatever, I have $200 a month to do it. Now, I could give myself more to go out to eat and buy coffee, get my eyebrows done, whatever. I can give myself more than $200 a month, but then it's going to take away from my savings goal, or it's going to result in me using credit cards, which I absolutely will not do. So I'm at the place in my life where food and fun is a very low priority. It's still a priority because we have to enjoy life, but I would much rather have my new car, have my emergency fund, have my home in Palm Springs than give myself $500 a month for fun. That's just my priority, and it's gotten me pretty far. So I would definitely challenge you to think about what you're giving yourself for discretionary, non-necessary spending. And, ask yourself, is that amount taking away from you reaching whatever financial goal you have? Good question. And then lastly, I am able to save $1,400 a month while making sure my bills are taken care of, while making sure I still have a little bit left over for fun because my income allows me to, right? If I didn't make what I make, I wouldn't be able to save what I save because I still have all my bills and all that good stuff to take care of. So I think if you can find ways to bring in more money, you will be able to reach your goals faster. You will be able to make much more progress with your savings or debt repayment. So that's huge. And don't be afraid to get to work. I mean, I work full time. I run City Girl Savings full time, which is my financial coaching business. I've done Uber, I've been a delivery driver, I've worked part-time, I've sold stuff, I've invested and taken out the dividends as cash, still do that. But I have not been afraid to put the heavy lifting in, make more money, which has allowed me to save $1,400 a month. So there's a lesson to be learned there too. If you want to save more, you got to make more, and you have to make sure you don't spend more just because you make more. That's huge. So I just wanted to share that with you because I think it's really important for me to be transparent about my situation, and hopefully it can help you in yours. So I would love to hear what your thoughts are, how much you are saving every month. So definitely drop a comment, let me know, and let's be open about this. And if you're struggling, hey, we've all been there. I've been there. Read my story on the City Girl Savings website if you don't believe me, but I have been there. If you're struggling, schedule a free consultation with me and let's see what your options are for getting to a better place. It doesn't really happen overnight, but it does happen if you do the work. So definitely schedule a consultation with me. Leave a comment below if you have thoughts or questions, and I will see you guys later. Bye, everyone.